What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bowie here, back at it with another video. I want to talk Cyrax and Sub-Zero again, because I released a video talking about NRS's and the MK community's lack of principles when it comes to character balance. And I compared Sub-Zero and Cyrax, and I had never touched Cyrax. I didn't know anything about Cyrax. I didn't know her frame data. I didn't know anything. But after having played Cyrax and labbed her and stuff like that, I can confidently tell you that Cyrax is the blueprint for which Sub-Zero needs to be reworked. In other words, Cyrax already possesses the buffs that I believe Sub-Zero needs. I alluded to them in the other video, but I want to focus exclusively on them here. So, one of the great things about Cyrax is that she does not need a cameo to get her damage. She doesn't really need a cameo to do anything. The cameos just help her set up her game plan, and typically her game plan is to, you know, set play you to death. Now, I'm not suggesting that I want Sub-Zero to be the same thing, but I do want the independence. And what am I talking about? So, this move right here. Oh, it's on block. Okay, so Cyrax can go into her foam, which is basically her version of Ice Ball. It is almost twice as fast because it starts up in 23 frames as opposed to 39. Sub-Zero's Ice Ball needs to be 25 frames. Why? Because this one is 23, and the EX version is also a mid that eats projectiles. Just like Sub-Zero's. Except she can actually use hers. She can do all her strings into it. Any string or normal that she wants to, she can convert into it. See? That's not even possible with Sub-Zero at all. You've never seen Sub-Zero do any kind of string into Ice Ball and freeze somebody successfully in this game because it's too slow. And what this allows her to do is it allows her to get lots of damage. So she can do that. Nice little 32 piece off of a standing jab. And she can get more. You know, I was able to get 33 if I do a different ender. And if I do that same combo off of a different starter, like her mid, her 12 frame mid, the character gets lots of goddamn damage. Hold on, I messed that up. Yeah, so she gets 36% damage off of her mid. And notice, I didn't spend not one bar of meter. I didn't use any cameo for any of that. She can just do that. And this is great. This is fantastic. I love that for her. I want it for Sub-Zero. I want the same thing for Sub-Zero. The reason why he can't do it is because his foam attack, aka Ice Ball, is way too slow. It's far too slow. And it needs to be sped up. Now, in addition to that, I didn't know this, but Cyrax has other benefits that I want for Sub-Zero. So both of these characters have a 1-1-2 string. Actually, Subs is 1-2-2, I'm sorry. So he has 1-2-2. She has 1-1-2. But look at how much quicker hers is. She can use it. They both start off of the stand jab. But I want you to notice that her second hit is 15 frames. And then the last hit's 13 frames. So 7, 13, 15. Turns out this string is gapless. Completely gap free. Now it is unsafe on block, but really you don't want to use this on block all that much. This is a nice little stagger. You know what I'm saying? She can, and if somebody gets freaky, she can end with this, but she don't want to do that too much. But the point is that this is a gapless string for her that she can use in pressure, because if she's got a bomb out, she can do that. Well, maybe here. See that? Actually, what's that data like? 107 on block? Motherfucker! Wow. I didn't know that. Wow. So she could just jail whatever. Okay. That's wild. All right, but anyway, so she can do bomb pressure. You know what I'm saying? And this thing is gapless. Now let's compare hers to his. So remember, her numbers were 7, 15, 13. Let's look at his numbers. 7, 17, 21. This is full of gaps. So I'm going to teach you a little something about how gaps work in this game. So there's a 1-frame gap here. And the reason why I know that is because the cancel advantage. So stand 1 has plus 16 frames of cancel advantage on block. The second hit of this is 17 frames. So the opponent can poke, well, not poke, they can armor through that. Okay. And then the second hit of this also has 16 frames of cancel advantage. And the third hit is 21 frames. So they have a 5-frame gap to armor out. So this whole string is just full of gaps. And because it's so slow, Sub-Zero cannot use this in juggles like you just saw Cyrax do. So let me... You see that? She can just use that in a juggle. She can use that in a juggle. And it's all good. You know what I'm saying? And it's good because it gives her a plus 30 knockdown, which allows her to set up one of these. You see what I'm saying? So... and I could set one of those up. And they can just be... you know, as soon as they get up, they got to deal with a bomb. You see? Sub-Zero cannot do this. So let me turn the block off. Let me see if I can... Okay, that's the one situation where he can use this string. And as you can see, you're giving up a lot of damage to do that. See that? That's the more typical scenario. So Sub-Zero will do something. Okay, yeah. He can use it there in those two situations. And that'd be nice for him if he could use it more consistently, but you got to give up a lot of damage. Because this typical combo situation is this. See that? Whiff. So, just as a recap, this is too slow. NRS, this needs to be 25 frames of startup. 25. I will take a maximum of 30 frames. I think with that, he wouldn't be able to zone people out, but people wouldn't be able to mercilessly chuck projectiles at him the way that they currently are able to do right now. Plus, he'd be able to combo into his things like Cyrax can, because Cyrax just doesn't care. Off of any string, any normal, it don't matter. Oh, that doesn't cancel for some reason. I didn't know that. It should. Huh. Interesting. Doesn't matter, because that combos. You see that? So, off of any string that she's got, she can just combo right into this. And she needs this for her game plan. So by no means do I want Cyrax nerfed so that she can be down to Sub-Zero's level. Fuck no. Hell no. And anybody that's advocating for nerfs to either Sector, Cyrax, or Noob Saibot, you need to get off the game. Seriously. They're brand new. Of course they're going to seem overpowered because we don't know how to fight them yet. We don't even know how to play them yet. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know how to play them, and you don't know how to fight them, yeah, they're going to seem super strong. But with time and experience, we're going to learn where they actually are in the meta. Okay? We need to let them breathe. And considering how fun all these characters are, really and truly, we need to bring everybody else up to their level. I need to have this much fun with every other character as I'm having with Cyrax. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying, her foam is really good and fast. Sub-Zero's Ice Ball should be just like that. Her 1-1-2 is gapless. Sub-Zero's 1-2-2 needs to be the same thing. And then last but not least, her trap move. Now, hers is slower, but she can also throw several of them, and she can throw them at multiple distances. You see that? So she can do that. So her trap affects the whole screen. His trap is up close. But there's a substantial difference between these two characters' trap moves. Hers is minus 26 on recovery. And it doesn't matter which one it is. They're all 26 on recovery. You see? Even the EX one is 26 frames on recovery. So no one's going to see her do a trap and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to punish her on reaction. Like, that's not how that works. You have to make a read in order to punish her for throwing out a trap that she needs in order to play the game. She can throw this out. She can do this after strings and combos, because you may have seen me do a little setup. Oh, I messed that up. You see how she can throw that out? And now you have something to worry about. As soon as you get up, you got to worry about that bomb that she tossed. Because it's quick and she recovers in 26 frames. By contrast, Sub-Zero's clone is 43 frames of recovery. It's almost double. So if Sub-Zero isn't using a setup like this, he can't even safely put it out. Because if he does a combo, ends it in slide, and does this, they can kill him. The opponent can kill him. I mean, they can always armor right through it. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me show that, because I don't want to sit here and have people just be believing me. What's her damn shit called? There it is. So if I end a combo with this and then try to armor, ooh, I'm dead. See that? I'm fucked up. She may even be able to just straight up, she may just be able to just, teleport. Let me try something. See that? So, she might even be able to hit me out of that. You know what I mean? And so, that's the wild shit. Now, she has a bomb mist walk, and that's supposed to be faster. Yeah, way faster. Look at that shit. Startup of 19. Yeah, she could probably hit me before I recover. She probably can hit me. Actually, I'm very curious about that now. Hold on. I want to see. Okay. Okay, maybe not. Okay. That's good. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because I was about to say, I didn't want to sit there and propagate misinformation. So, she can't punish him after that particular setup, which is great. But she can damn sure armor through it. So, he's not safe at all. You know what I'm saying? But, what I'm getting at is, her trap move is not a risk for her to use. She can use it the way it's intended to be used. You know what I'm saying? And she could do that because the move is not a liability. You know what I mean? And so Sub-Zero's ice clone needs to be the exact same thing. Her bomb has 26 frames of recovery. His clone should have 25 frames of recovery. Why 25? Because 25 is a better number than 26. But also, because he can't do a clone at 3 different distances. He just has a clone directly in front of himself. You see? And also, even if the clone has 25 frames of recovery, there are still going to be characters that will hit me through it. They'll armor me through it on a read. They'll still kill me for doing it if they know that I'm going to do it, which means that I have to switch up my predictability. And that's good. That's fine. I want there to be counterplay. And I'm not even asking for this clone to last a little bit longer, at least not in this go around, because what happens is if this is 70 frames, but the recovery is 26, we can do more things after clone. So it's almost as though it does last longer, even though it don't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this right here, if its recovery was cut down, he'd be a much better trapping character. He could legitimately do things like this, and it would be relatively safe, instead of being a damn gimmick that nobody knows how to punish. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so all in all, Cyrax functions completely independently without a cameo. The cameo just helps her do whatever it is that she wants to do. If she wants to set play you, she can use Sector or other cameos. If she just wants raw damage, she can use Serena and get 40% meterless without, you know, and get 36 by her damn self with no meter and no cameo. I don't even need Sub-Zero to hit that hard, but the reason why she's able to do this is because her capture projectile is fast. And she can play the up-close game because most of her strings don't have a gap. These are gapless. That's gapless. I'm pretty sure this might have a gap, because that second kick is slow as hell. Let's see. I don't know if it does or not. 16. No, there's no gap in this. No gap. It's also -3 on block, which is nuts, and leads to +4. Now there's a gap here. That much I know. Like, you can literally jab out of that. But you don't have to do anything. You're -3, so. But the point is, her strings, her most important strings, are gap free. Sub-Zero needs that too. He needs a faster ice ball so that he can like throw things from distance and combo in the strings. He needs gapless strings. So that he can do his things. She can even armor break with this normal, which is bananas. But that's okay. And then her trap has very little recovery. She even has a teleport, and it has even less recovery. Well, slightly more, but still. And then she can go all the way, or she can go across. You see what I'm saying? So anytime she throws out one of her traps, she's not going to get herself killed. Meanwhile, when Sub-Zero does his, it's death. And it doesn't matter whether it's this one or this one. Equally death. Actually, this one has more recovery on it than the other one does. So, I want Sub-Zero to be able to do string into Ice Ball. And you can keep all the scaling. I don't give a damn. You can keep all the scaling on Ice Ball. Because at the very least, what we could do is we could do string in the Ice Ball. Get our double back two. Put people in the corner. And put up a clone. We could do that. And that would be great. That's all we need. That's all we need. If Sub-Zero gets the Cyrax treatment, he'll be a much better character. He might even be like Cyrax for real. You know? And once again, I love Cyrax in this game. I think she's a phenomenal lady who really gets to play the game and is a fun character. She should not be touched. She should not be buffed. She should definitely not be nerfed. NRS needs to leave her the fuck alone. Along with Noob Saibot, along with Sector. Leave all of them alone. Let them rock. Use them as a template to buff everybody else. You dig what I'm saying? But with that being said, I appreciate y'all rocking with me and watching this video. Leave a comment. And I'll catch y'all later. One.